Good evening, warm welcome to all attendees. This program is being live telecast, streaming in LinkedIn and other social media like YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter. To be very interactive, if you have any comments or clarification, you are always welcome to type in the comments. So in this series, we were seeing a series of job description review, especially for multinational companies. I assume this kind of review will help for those who are in the job market. They can find what is the gap between their skill and what employers are looking for, and many times you may not also get an interview because there are hidden things in the JD which you have to read with a big lens. For example, certain times they may say preferable means it is essential because it all depends upon the competition. When they say preferable, some skill, and you assume that it is only preferable and apply, but finally they may have hundreds of candidates who are having in that skill set, so they will only filter with those preferable skill set people and shortlist them. And also in this series we were seeing there are some gap, some of the organization, they give a clearly defined description. Maybe 20 or 30% organization fall into that category, but there are organizations who are giving their wish list in the job description. That's not good. And the other extreme, there are organizations who give a very few lines description, which encourages thousands of people to apply, but finally they will get dissatisfied. But in any case, if you are in the job market, even the best matched applicant can have maybe 60 to 70% match. So don't miss applying, but you should know the hidden keywords and be ready to upskill in such areas so that you are really called for the interview and shortlisted. Once again, thanks for attending. Let me attach my screen. Hope all of you are able to hear and see my screen. Once again, warm welcome to this evening program. You are always welcome to comment if you have any doubts or clarification. Today we are going to see one organization globally, maybe you can say number one organization currently or previously. So, what kind of professional they are looking for their operation specific to India? Uh, so, hold on for a few minutes. Let me briefly introduce myself before we start the program. My name is Pattabhiraman. This is my Udemy profile, and nearly 2,000 people, candidates are doing my various program in the Udemy in the last 2 or 3 months. And I am also available in the LinkedIn. You are welcome to connect or follow me in the LinkedIn. I also have the Facebook channel where you can see the recording of this session as well as previous session. Also various other topic knowledge term on the supply chain. If you are preparing for any global certification program, that will really helpful. Please subscribe to the YouTube channel, which are all free of cost. So as far as my profile is concerned, I am an engineer with a PG degree in management and data science. I have nearly 2.5 decades working in this global organization. I started as a planning engineer in Bosch, and in that company I was there for 15 years. Last 10 years, I was heading the supply chain, managing end-to-end supply chain management in the in this global organization. So you can assume I am born and brought up in the supply chain domain. Currently, I am heading the organization known as Thoughtware Training Private Limited. As far as my certification is concerned, if you are in supply chain, you should know this. If you still don't know, please Google up or even you put this affix or any of this certification in the job portal and try to see what kind of jobs are coming. So if you are in the job market, you need this certification. I am also certified from this global institute known as DDI, Demand Driven Institute. They provide certification like DDPP, Demand Driven Planner Professional. I am also a certified purchasing manager and a project management professional, apart from qualified in business analytics. Coming to our organization, we are based in Bangalore, 5-year-old organization. We provide both consulting and training in supply chain and allied domains. One of our popular program, globally well recognized, is supply chain analytics with practical orientation. Of course, you cannot find such program anywhere in the world from a APIX certified trainer. We operate under the trade name Expert SCM. Coming to the topic, today we are going to see one important job description from globally renowned organization Apple. Of course, they are looking for a position in Bangalore, India, a challenging one. Let us see what kind of job description they are able to provide. The title of the position is Global Supply Manager. So it's not a supply chain manager. When it's a supply manager, it is related to procurement, purchasing, or sourcing. So this is an important position. I have picked it from the Indeed platform and picked it today. Okay, posted some 3 days back. Okay, so this is one of the important position, very recent. Even you can find it today, a live job. So when it is supply chain manager for this global organization, it may be a mid-level position. Let us see the detail. The location is Bangalore. Education, graduate, MBA preferred. So preferred means you have to take it for granted that it is essential, either MBA or any PG degree, specifically analytics may be preferred. Salary manager level, I assume if it is a global organization, anywhere between 25 to 40 lakhs could be the salary per annum. Experience, you can see they have put 5+ years. So it means that they are ready to take even from mid junior level to mid level, not very much senior level. Okay. As far as supply management is concerned, there are general expectation whether you apply for Apple or IBM or any organization, you are expected to be very good basically in number one, the commodity. At this level, you cannot say I know all the commodities, so you have to choose to specialize some commodity area. Possibly that could be your basic degree level. Okay, if you are an engineer, you can say I am specialist in electronic components or casting or mechanical components or so many different. If you are in oil and gas, you can become specialist in that. So you have to be a specialist in a commodity. Number one. Number two could be you should also be a technocrat. Okay, purchasing also requires a costing skill, so which you cannot simply obtain by having some theoretical or even by experience. But you need a formal professional qualification. That this is where many of my previous organization purchasing colleagues were a technocrat. Okay, technocrat is B and ICWA combination, that is most preferable. Third one could be you should have analytical skill. Now most of the organization are looking for analytical skill. So you should know various tools possibly applied to a procurement analytics or spend analytics. You should be a specialist in that. Okay, this is what I have put in this slide. SRM is supplier relationship management, because here we are not, it's one way that you are squeezing the supplier and getting the returns or cost reduction. No, you have to work with the supplier and see how it is mutually benefit for both the parties. Okay, so negotiation is not only the price. Here you can have 20 items on the agenda, so you are going to compare everything. Only comparing on the price is no more valid. Okay, even lead time, if instead of 4 weeks, if you are able to get in 2 weeks, then you have a better negotiation. Okay, that because that contributes to reduction in inventory. Even if you are able to reduce MOQ from 500 to 100, it is a high point. Even that's a very good valid point on inventory management. Though many organization does not specify inventory management, but this position can contribute to inventory optimization. Let us go to the position from Apple. They are talking about 5 years plus years experience in supply chain development, sourcing management, or strong mechanical engineering background in product development. And the second, the important top-notch analytical negotiation skill. So negotiation skill can come only if you have better analytical skill. Okay, these are interlinked. And as far as the first statement is concerned, I am happy being a mechanical engineering, because in the education system it is more or less a mechanical is disappearing, or it is getting integrated with electronics or computer science. But happy to see that electronic company who is in the manufacturing of mobile phone, they are looking for a mechanical candidate, that too from a product development background. Okay, this is how you can get the commodity expertise. One is, if you are in the development, then you will definitely have expertise of the particular commodity, or your background, maybe educational background should be from that background. And top and not analytical skill, they are not specified, but basically you should be an expert. For example, advanced Excel, start from there, and next move on to SQL, Python. All these are basic tools for any supply chain professional. Okay, these are not specific to any software or programming or developer, that you have to keep in mind. Okay, so you are getting major gist of this profile in this top two statement. So 5 plus year experience, it could be a middle level, but uh, the salary level could be high in this global corporation, because if it is a direct contract with Apple, then the salary could be high. But I know they also go through contract manufacturing. For example, Wistron is one unit which is a contract manufacturer for Apple, which is a Taiwan-based company, but they are operating in India near to Bangalore, and they pay a poor salary to the people. And there was a big strike or problem in the last 6 months or so. But if it is a direct role, you can expect a better salary, better working environment. The next requirement, ability to toggle between strategic and detail oriented thinking, tenacious problem solving, and issue resolution skill. So these are all soft skill. Maybe strategical of means we are talking about long term and short term. So these are all naturally expected from any of the professional, whether you are in supply chain or any other profession. So more of a soft skill. Sahid is asking a question. Good. How do I apply for the job? Sahib Hussain, this job is available in Indeed. I have taken 3 days back. So if you can search supply chain management Indeed, still the job is live and active. Okay. So Said also mentioned the contract manufacturing company for Apple, like Wistron, that's what I was referring. Plexitrons, Jabil, these are contract manufacturers. But I know the working condition is Wistron is reported to be very poor. But if it is a direct job, you can expect a different kind of environment. The next requirement is excellent presentation and the interpersonal skill, ability to influence across multiple functional teams, flexibility to adapt to dynamic and rapidly changing environment. More or less looks like a soft skill. Okay. Possibly these are very general. And coming to the next, excellent communicator capable of working in multinational environment, driven and motivated by accomplishing extraordinary objectives. So this is also a soft skill. And once again, like we are discussing, Apple outsources entire production to outside party, and this is where contract manufacturers come into play. So unlike other organization, they outsource only few components or few process for the outside suppliers. But here you see that the entire manufacturing is outsourced to a third party. So the skill is more of a simple contracting solution. And here I have observed one important thing: hands-on experience in any of the following, like mechanical engineering, mechanical development, mechanical practices and technique involving CNC machine parts, sheet metal, enclosure, casting, jigs, tooling and fixture, injection molding, vacuum forming, plastic parts, ceramic. I feel happy when I see mechanical words. Being a mechanical engineer, I was handling this type of component, and slowly such requirements started disappearing, though none of the industry can survive without mechanical parts. Whether it's a electrical or electronic product, you need a mechanical component. But integration has to happen. That's what transformation is happening in the market. So those of you who are in the mechanical stream, possibly you can apply for this job. Successful managers thrive in a rapidly changing environment and constantly drive excellence across their own responsibility as well as that of team members and partners. They frequently leverage strategic internal relationship to effectively collaborate with engineering, operation, and other Apple team. So anyone who are watching later, entered live later, this position is for a global sourcing manager, Apple, based in Bangalore with a 5+ year experience. So we are seeing what are the various requirements. So this statement also seems to be soft skill. They are not specific very much here. Coming to the next statement, you must be able to make a smart decision with the information available. This could be possible if you are expert in analytics. Think and stay focused under pressure. Communicate concisely and effectively with senior management as well as peer. So though it looks like a soft skill, they are trying to convey that this may be very essential features. Okay. So the next one is these managers should be able to identify and scale new and existing partners as well as executing creative and strategic commercial deal to achieve goals around cost, supply and quality. I have not modified any of this statement. It is available as in the job posting. Okay, so they are talking about cost. So you have to be expert in costing, supply, and the quality. So finally, we have to have a contractor who ensures timely supply of material at a required cost and the quality. So you should also be having some knowledge about quality. It could be Six Sigma or TQM or lean practices. Okay, so these are the major thing conclusion. We have seen all the statement required from this particular position. I am not seeing anything more in depth. It's of overall general description, but the preference may be if you are in a mechanical engineer, but working in an electronic background and having a expertise in contract manufacturing will help you, but I feel thousands of people could apply for this position. Number of position is not clear, but there is nothing wrong in applying for such position. In any case, if you are not getting the interview call, then you should go back to your resume and see where are the gaps. Okay, maybe certain things are mentioned here for filtering the candidates, certain things are not mentioned. One, what they have mentioned is an analytical skill. So you should be expert in using analytical tools and apply to your domain, purchasing or supply management. And second, what they have mentioned is nothing mentioned about the global certification program. Specifically, here, since it's a supply management position, one of the popular global certification could be ISM, Institute of Supply Management, which provides a certification CPSM, Certified Professional in Supply Management. So if you have these two additional skill set, then you may be guaranteed to at least get a interview call apart from having all the basic qualifications. So in this regard, we provide analytical training to supply chain as well as purchasing logistic executive. Any one of you interested, you are requested to visit our site, or even you can drop a message in our WhatsApp number. You will get a response. Apart from, if you want to talk or discuss with me, you are always welcome. You can reach through this number. And if you are interested in watching any of this or previous program, you can subscribe to my YouTube channel. So anyone who are watching, can you, if any doubts or clarification, you can type in the comments. This is a pure purchasing or sourcing. Now, this position are also called supply management. You should not confuse this with the supply chain management. We can take supply management as one of the subset of entire supply chain management. So they are looking for expertise within the supply chain supply management, or you can call strategic sourcing or procurement, not generally purchasing, because purchasing is more of a tactical operational thing. Any doubts or clarification, those who are watching live, even if you are not watching live, you are always welcome to comment so that we can get back to you. If there are no doubts, comments, we can conclude this session. Thanks for watching. Have a nice evening. Bye.